llamo Aridane Romero, vengo desde España, las Islas Canarias, y represento a España Imperial. Es un rival muy fuerte, muy duro, y hemos hecho trabajo para estar aquí hoy y aprovechar la oportunidad. Es un buen peleador, he entrenado mucho para llegar aquí y quiero ganar esta pelea.
Добрый вечер, меня зовут Ахматхан Боко, я представляю Республику Ингушетия, бойцовский клуб «Эрзи». Соперник у меня из Испании, Aridane Romero, с рекордом 7-1. Хороший ударник, хорошая портовитка. Aridane, добро пожаловать в Ингушетию, желаю обойтись без травм.
Господа, это трехраундовый поединок в полулегком весе. В синем углу рейджа спортсмен из Испании. Приветствуйте, Адриан Ромеро!
M1-Global welcomes Aridane Romero from Spain to make his debut tonight. The oldest fighter featured on the card, 7-1, fought mostly on the domestic scene in Spain, but tonight making his way to the prelims and also to feature in that debut. Well, the MMA game for him actually started going 1-1 in 2010 and actually took 5 years away from the sport. Since his return in 2015, he has yet to drop a fight. 5 of those 6 wins have come on points, so he's great at winning rounds. You saw that in the build-up there in the video. He says, we've got a great game plan, and that's the word inside the locker room. He's got a game plan to be able to take every single round if necessary, and if the finish comes, he said, well, I'll take that too. 5 of those 6 wins via decision, 1 second-round TKO. He also made a strong feature and a showing, if you will, in a 4-man one-night tournament. That was in July last year. Those are always tough, he said. It's never easy fighting twice in the same day. But again, great game planning and coaching and training was helped make me prepared to go out there and go as hard as possible to do what it took to get the win. He's never been finished in competition. His only loss, as I said, was via judges' scorecard. So on the rack of a couple of good wins here recently, he's been looking to try to get up to that top 50 status in Western Europe. He said, look, I took it slow. I did start MMA early, but I went back, I trained, I fought in grappling. I fought in Spain, and I took it step by step to get where I needed to be mentally, physically, and emotionally. And now, for the first time, I look to get to my first major international appearance. I will not waste that opportunity. He's got a tough test against the 24-year-old Uber prospect, Ahmadkhan Bokov, but here he is, Aridane Romero.
Спортсмен в красном углу рейджа представляет Российскую Федерацию, Республику Ингушетия, бойцовский клуб «Эрзи». Встречайте, Ахматхан Боко!
From the Republic of Ingushetia, Ahmadkhan Bokov has had no easy fights in the MMA game. If you look at the numbers, the record does not tell the full story or give you a good indicator of the level of skill this guy can operate at. Made his pro debut right here in Nazran on the road to M1 series, which is essentially a sort of feeder series of shows to cultivate young talent. We've had a number of them here in Ingushetia. He did not win a fight in 2017, but turned things around this year, riding a 2-fight win streak here in the promotion. last featured in St. Petersburg at the end of August in the M1 Challenge, and was adamant he wanted one more fight this year to make it up for those 3 losses in 2017. He's got 2 submissions on the record, 1 first-round armbar, 1 second-round guillotine choke, and 2 decision wins as well. Apart from a guillotine loss, he's never been stopped with strikes. He has fought quality competition, win or lose, and is also undefeated as an amateur. So again, the numbers do not give you a full indication. Romero has a more winning record, but Bokov has probably fought stiffer competition. From the Republic of Ingushetia, Ahmed Khan Bokov.
M1-Global TV. Watch the best fights.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an M1 challenge bout in the featherweight division. Now let me introduce your fighter in the blue corner. This fighter is 34 years old. He weighed in at 65.5 kilograms. He stands 172 centimeters tall and has a record of 7 wins and 1 loss. He is national grappling champion, winner of the World Fight Tour Tournament, and Hombre de Honor champion. From Spain, please welcome Aridane Romero! And now welcome his opponent in the red corner. This fighter is 24 years old. He weighed in at 65.3 kilograms. He stands 174 centimeters tall and has a record of 4 wins with 3 losses. He is the winner of the War Glory Grand Prix, representing the Republic of Ingushetia, Ahmed Khan Bokov. And your referee for this bout, Vyacheslav Kishelov.
Fighters, settle. Okay, you know rules. 3 rounds, 5 minutes. Listen my comments every time. Stay active all the time, okay? Dash gloves. Back again.
Vyacheslav Kiselev in charge of the action. Aridane Romero in the blue corner. Ahmed Khan Bokov in the red. Romero from Spain. Bokov representing the Republic of Ingushetia. 10-year age gap. Romero 7-1. Bokov 4-3. Ian, this is one of my sleeper fights of the night here. I'm expecting an all-action, fast-paced affair.
Oh, both kick for kick. Only 2 centimeters difference, but they have it down as the Russian from Ingushetia being the taller guy. It kind of looks the other way around to me when you look in the ring.
Southpaw stance there for Romero. Orthodox for Bokov. Bokov is a much better fighter than his 4-3 record would suggest. Machini's fought a lot of great competition. I talked about that during the walkout. Romero, also a really gifted guy, been in the MMA game since 2010.
Yeah, that's the thing with these guys from Russia. They don't pamper their records, they just fight. And unfortunately, he has 3 losses, but 2 better opponents, and really good opponents. But what I do like about Romero is he's cool, he's calm, he's collected. I like to see him throw a few more punches just to keep his opponent at bay. At the moment, he's a little bit hesitant. Sometimes you have to initiate, you know, your power, your stance before they kind of shoot in and take you down.
Happy here to battle for outside foot position and hand fight a little bit as Romero. Romero talked about the game plan. He said, look, I'm ready for 3 hard rounds. I'm going to pick this guy apart and win every single 5-minute chunk of this fight. And, you know, against a tough guy like Bokov, that's not a bad thing to have in mind, I suppose.
Oh, he went a step and throw, but... Well, the referee's saying action. I can totally agree with it. They are taking the time a little bit. Neither one wants to make a mistake, but sometimes you have to go. I always say to my students, try and throw the first punch. If not the first, make sure you throw the hardest.
Most of Romero's wins are on points, 5 of them to be precise.
Too much respect being shown here. Neither one wants to make a mistake.
Half of Bokov's wins are via submission, but hey, he's rocking the Phuket top team shorts.
Oh.
He's working on a stand-up.
That little overhand right tagged him on the way in. Romero needs to throw more of that left hand. I understand, all the way from Spain. He's in the hometown with Bokov, but he needs to initiate. He needs to do something.
Bokov raising the knee, thought about turning it over for a kick, just to try to find a reaction from Romero. Just over 2 minutes here on the clock in round number 1.
Well, see, that was the difference in kicks as well. Romero threw a kick, pretty light on the inside. Oh!
That is a terrific right hand there. And Bokov just threw it from nowhere and 2 steps out.
It's because Romero is not throwing anything. That's the second left hand we've seen him throw in the whole of this fight.
Romero trying to hang out at kicking distance, but Bokov showing he can close that distance if he wants with his hands. He's looking for that right hand again, Machine. He's looking to try to dip his head and bounce in on that.
Well, a overhand right is what you use against a taller opponent, but like I say, on the stats it says that Romero was the short of the two. I disagree.
Nice inside low, lead low kick. Or excuse me, low kick to the lead leg. That's a tongue twister.
You got it in the end though, Chris, well done.
Yeah, I know. It's been a long day. Under a minute left here.
Yeah, Romero has to pull the switch. He's got to do something. Because that's what's going to happen. He seems to be a second behind everything. And I just feel that Bokov is going to come out in the second round even stronger. He had his opportunity there and he stepped back.
Open stance here. Again, Romero looking to go for that inside lead low kick, and he does it. Slip, messes up the footwork and down to the canvas. Bokov not eager to dive into the guard at this point.
Well, he knows he's won this round. There's only a few seconds. There we go. Well, if I was in the corner man of Romero, I'd be grabbing him by the ears and shaking him and say, come on, wake up, man.
And if you were in the corner of Bokov, what's he got to do to get that striking game going off that right? We saw it, a couple of good trades here. Probably the best punch of the fight.
Well, to be honest, I would be telling him that you'd really have nothing to worry about, because every time that Bokov goes forward, Romero goes backwards. Romero has no answer. There's a lot of fighters who can't strike when they're going backwards. A lot can, but by the looks of it, Romero cannot strike going backwards. So as long as Bokov pushes his opponent back and doesn't do it standing still, he has a good chance of winning this fight with punches.
So the 24-year-old Ahmed Khan Bokov showing a very disciplined game plan, much like Adriano Romero, who mainly looked to land that kick to the inside lead leg. Ahmed Khan Bokov, though, looking to try to finish those combinations with the right, overhand right, right hook, right cross.
Well, if Romero doesn't come out with a different game plan, does the same thing, I think this is what we're going to see for the whole fight. Because normally it takes your corner man to give you a telling off after the first round, or a very low first round like that. So if he hasn't come awake in the second round, he's not going to come awake at all.
2 of 3, blue corner for the Spaniard, Romero from the Republic of Ingushetia, Bokov in the red. Inside low kick again from that back leg, lots of power and some good reddening on the inside of that leg. You can see it now from our vantage point, Machine.
Oh, goes high. Yeah, I can see that, Chris. He's hit the kneecap really strongly. Nice red, big welt. Fires one back.
You can already see some good swelling and bruising.
Well, that kind of tells me that Romero was kind of, I wouldn't say frightened, but worried to throw the hands. He's happy to throw the kicks because that keeps him at a range, it keeps him at a distance. But he's not happy to come in and exchange punches. He doesn't like the close range fighting with Bokov.
Bokov still confident with the hands, seems to have at least a speed advantage with the hands if Romero's gaining a little bit of a speed element with his kicks. We're seeing a lot of the rear tools, though. It's the rear kick from Romero. It's the backhands from Bokov.
Yeah, it's normally what you get with two different stances, orthodox, southpaw.
Bokov trying to shuffle to the left to reduce the power and disallow the placement of Romero's left kick.
Again, it's a kicking game. I'd like to see Romero throw more hands.
Into the tie-up, reaching for the clinch. Bokov pushes him away.
There we go! There we go!
Nice crisp
that
left.
was better. Now that will give him some confidence, albeit he's on his back, but that will have given him some confidence. Let's see what his jiu-jitsu is like. Trying to work for the triangle. He gets it. He gets it. Oh, wow! That's tight!
Up go the legs, trying to gain that leverage and turn with that 90-degree angle.
Doing the right thing, Chris, you're right. 90-degree angle, underhook the leg, pull yourself around, that'll tighten it up.
That triangle looks pretty tight, Machine. There's the tap.
He tapped! Oh! Oh! Bokov, after the tap, after he stood up, he attacked Romero. Well, whether he thought he didn't release the triangle quick enough when he tapped, I do not know. But it looked clean, it looked perfection, it looked like he released it when he tapped. Referee did stand in, the referee did break them apart. But wow, a guy who hardly did a thing, finished with a beautiful left hand, and the submission was there.
So Aridane Romero with his 8th career win. First triangle choke as well. What a just a gorgeous display under pressure. Bokov just took him down with a double leg. And Romero, although he was forced to concede the position, was able to immediately go to the jiu-jitsu game, gain control with that wrist control, stuff it. It's a very basic submission, but it worked, and it worked under pressure. What a win. Here's the end of the machine, Freeman.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes, 28 seconds of the second round, we have a winner. Due to tap out to a triangle, Aridane Romero!
Aridane Romero via submission tonight in Nazran. From Spain, Aridane Romero, and from the Republic of Ingushetia, Ahmed Khan Bokov played the kicking and punching game. Romero just doing a good job from that southpaw stance, attacking the lead leg of Bokov, but Bokov showing fast hands, showing great stuff in all areas on the feet, and even capturing a takedown after getting cracked with a left straight. Romero just shuffling into that punch. Good crisp connection, rocking Bokov. Bokov diving on that double leg as Romero overstepped, putting him down to the canvas. But as he took Romero down, Romero kept his wits about him, regained guard, and up went the legs, clasping the figure four. Bokov forced a tap, and it's a win for Aridane Romero.